Hi everybody, this is Jules of Paper Gems by Jules, and today I'm sharing a little project that I took on just trying to make use of supplies that I've had for a very long time. Now, I have had this gel press for years, and I've used it a couple times recently, but just not enough. And I love the way I see projects of people using this with acrylic paints. Jennifer McGuire has done several videos using distressed oxides like I'm using right now and other inks, and it's just so amazing. So today I wanted to use it with some stamps, some Unity stamps. And so I used distressed oxide in speckled egg, one of my new favorite colors. And I also use this beautiful heart swirl background stamp by Unity Stamps and Brutus Monroe. Amazing collaboration between two amazing companies. So I stamp it on the actual gel press, right? So it pulls the ink onto the stamp as if I was inking it, but it also leaves the remnants. And look, it's the reverse design, and it's so cool and so pretty and subtle. The color speckled egg is a subtle color. It's not, too rough, and I think I was just trying to be really conservative. So this is how I used that one background. All right, so I used it a couple times, and then I stamped paper on the actual stamp and used that there. So the next technique that I'm going to do, I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use, this is a fun color that I think is probably, just not used a lot, and it's called frayed burlap. And again, I'm totally new. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying different things, and what's the worst that can happen? It's only paper, they say. So once again, I am stamping onto the actual gel press. This time I'm using a different stamp called Floral Tapestry. Again, wonderful collaboration between Unity Stamp and Brutus Monroe. So I'm going to take this piece of cardstock, and because it's a gel press, it's like soft, so when you press, it's not like you're wrinkling the paper or you're over pressing. This allows you to get a nice, well, you see I didn't blend well, so whoops. Okay, I got to work on it. But I'm gonna move that aside and show you what I did with the last one, where I took another piece of paper and stamped the image. It's just, all the fun without the MISTI right now. It's just putting the paper on there and pressing it in, just old school style. And look, there's that same impression, and it's just subtle. It's just subtle. So here I used both pieces on this card. So I used the one that was the impression off the stamp and the one off the gel press. All right, let's try this again. Let's see what else. Now this was really like my first try, not my favorite. So I'm going to show you how I kind of didn't like it and then try to make something of it. And I think I just put it aside because, not everything's going to come out great, and sometimes it's a save it for later. There's another YouTuber that does, I think it was like Salvage Sundays, and so she kind of has those backgrounds that you're just not 100% sure of, and you're just kind of put aside because you had it in mind, but it might have not turned out, and she finds a way to make use of it. So I'll link her in the comments below, but I love that series. I think it's a great way to kind of refresh stuff that you didn't realize, all right, it's maybe not as bad as I thought. So here I just mixed, I actually used chipped sapphire for the blue, and then again that frayed burlap in the middle. And again, I'm just kind of winging it, seeing what I should try. I sprayed a little water on it, just, whatever, right? Let's see what happens. So I just dropped the paper, press it, try to get all the corners. You'll see when I pick it up, I miss a corner, but whatever, it's all good. It's all good. We're having fun. So it's kind of got a little cool, distressed look, but I'm not 100% on it. So let's fix that corner. Oh, it doubles up. So now it's kind of got layers. So let's make the whole thing uneven. Didn't catch that all on camera, but you'll see in the end, I'm just kind of making all these different layers. And again, you can do your own thing. You can spray water on the paper. You can do splatters of water or splatters of ink. There's a million different ways to make something of this. So that's the one piece. And the great thing is that the ink that's still left over is salvageable. So you're not done. One of the things that I've realized with the gel press is that you can make several backgrounds, all just with a little bit of ink. And it's fun. If you are someone who likes really symmetrical things like I do, this is kind of tough for me, but I do love the abstract look of things. So here I'm just going back with whatever ink is still on my roller. I'm just gonna put it on there, mix and match. There's 2 different colors on there. Who cares? We're having fun. Let's get inky. I'm gonna take that last piece of paper that I had, just kind of a mild ink to it. I'm just gonna put it on there again. See what's what. Let's see. And it's just gonna be a little bit more of a hodgepodge. Ooh, I kind of like this one, right? It looks like old wrinkled paper. All right, so now let's make use of it. So this kind of looks like a denim, like an old stonewashed denim maybe? I don't know, whatever. I was having fun. And let's just make use of it. So I pulled out a kind of a grunge looking, this is my fight with my magnets. I'm sure you guys can relate. An old grungy stamp by Unity called She Is. And it's really cool, and it's got a beautiful face in there, but it's got like an edge to it. So I thought that might go really well with this grunge background. Because I'm not doing any sort of Copic coloring, I am going to use one of Whitney's favorite inks, VersaFine Clair in Nocturne. And I love this ink for the simple fact that it is so rich. It stinks because I can't use it with Copics, but I have a little secret that I do, and I'll share it with you verbally, and maybe one day I'll get it on video for you. But I will stamp with, let's say, something that's Copic friendly, like Memento ink, stamp an image, keep the stamp in your MISTI, and color it with Copic. And when you're done coloring, and when you're settled, you love it, go back and stamp it with the VersaFine Clair. Now you can have that really crisp black ink around your image without having to worry whether or not you can use Copics. You'll thank me later. Anyway, back to this card. I'm just going to add a lot of ink. There's a lot of detail to this stamp, and I just want to make sure that she is in her full glory. So I am pressing on here. I'm trying not to do the resuscitation, as Tim Holtz calls it, and using a couple of little tools that I have here in my craft space to make sure I got it all. I'm going to give it another whirl just in case. But I really like the way this looks because she's grunge and the background is grunge. So lots of ink, lots of ink. Just bear with me. You know how this goes. And forgive my nails, they look like trash. All right, so I think I'm good. I think she looks really cool. So I'm going to trim her out, and I have trimmed another piece of black to outline her, and that's my card base. And then I took one of the sentiments. They're rather long in this stamp set. So this stamp set is awesome for cards, but it's also really cool if you do some mixed media stuff, or if you have junk journals and different things like that. Beautiful sentiments to go with this cool image. So I'm using a little foam tape behind this part, and I'm going to back it onto black cardstock that I've trimmed out just slightly bigger than the image that I cut down. My favorite part is centering it. Just struggle with anything catty corner, just so you know. Anyway, so now I'm going to put it down on the actual card base. This time I'm just going to use my little tape runner. All right, and last I'm going to add the sentiments. Now the sentiments I stamped in Versamark ink, and then I white heat embossed them with the Alabaster White Brutus Monroe embossing powder. So I'm just kind of offsetting some of these, and that's pretty much it with this card. But I just want to give you an idea of how to use your Unity stamps with your gel press. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a couple things to try. If you have any questions, please leave comments in the below, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.